Hello everybody, welcome to another day of Hiveswap. Up and now the cat's ready to go. Okay, so for those of you just tuning in from the YouTubes, this is now the third day that we have been playing Hiveswap, Act 2, or Episode 2. Actually, I've noticed that like the name for the window is actually Episode 2, not Act 2, which is a little interesting. Your Lucius is on your shoulder. Are you being mauled? No. Anyway. So, this is now the third day that we've been playing the Hiveswap Friend Sim. And you may remember that at the end of the last episode, I decided that I was not happy with the ending to the trial where Yandere got taken off to the clown car, because that is awful, and very few people deserve to be fucked by clowns. And so we decided I was going to go back, start the game over, because the thing is, like, to fix that, you had to, like, go back and do something different, like, 4 hours earlier in the game. So I did all that, started a new save file, got all the way, got through the train station, this time, stealing Zebra's and Chixie's tickets, instead of just stealing Zebra's ticket and then getting a couple fake tickets from Elward. And so now Chixie is no longer on the train in this save through. But I am on track to save Yandere. Because I would rather have Chixie be alive than have Yandere be alive than have her be dead. That's just how it is. And also, like, there's a good chance, I mean, we'll know once Act 3 comes up, there's a good chance I also saved Chixie's life, because she was, in fact, on track to do something very risky at the party that we're all going to. Yeah, it says Act everywhere else, but it says Episode if you look at, if you put the game in windowed mode, the window is called Hiveswap Episode 2, which is a little weird. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, like, it's possible we've saved Chixie's life too. It's also possible that all of the trolls who are going to this party are going to die, because, like, we've gotten some hints here at the trial already, that the heiress is planning on just sort of wrecking shit there one way or the other anyway. So it's possible we've actually done Chixie a favor by getting her out of here, because, you know, I mean, Homestuck is no stranger to murdering children. You know, so it's possible that a lot of people are going to die. Anyway, so now we've actually gotten to where we are going to do new content. We've had like a couple new scenes before. Obviously, there was the stuff at the train station was a little different. This stuff gathering evidence was a little different. Like, I gave some stuff to Gorgor. The clock is ticking and time is dead, kids. Yeah, that's alright. Anyway. So now we are at the intermission of the trial. We've gone through the first half of the trial. Well, 2/3 of the trial, really, it feels like, by volume. We've gone through the first half of the trial. We have actually all of the evidence to get the full story to this game. So now we are going to try and solve the mystery. Alright, here we go. And once again, because of the trial, I have my girl's mug right here. Alrighty. Yandere's secret diary is pretty incriminating. Every single Jade is accounted for during the theft except for her. And she's certainly got a motive, and probably could have broken the lock. But something doesn't feel right about this. How so? I don't know, I can't really put my finger on it. Yeah, me neither. Maybe it's because we've got nothing to cross-reference? God, every time. By the way, this is a very Japanese thing. Like, if you ever see an X in a if you ever see an X in Japanese, it's pronounced cross. Like it's like some of the like Street Fighter X Tekken, it's Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Like that's how it's pronounced, or yeah, or Chrono X is Chrono Cross, things like that. And that's like the only reason why I was able to figure that out as quickly as I did. Except for XXX Holic, in which you don't pronounce it at all. Yeah, that's another thing. Anyway, cross-reference. Like we rely on this one piece of evidence alone. If this journal is your only truth you have, then you've got to believe in it. But what if it's not the whole truth? Then you must discover more of your truth. If something feels wrong, it is your duty to investigate further and cull your uncertainty before it grows into a monster. I see. I'd like to talk to everything. Never mind, start the trial? No. I'd like to talk to everyone again. Theseus, you know what's really going on, don't you? Yeah, I think that's a new option, so let's click on that. The helpful hints, the winks and nudges to elbow us in the right direction, your extensive notes on the case. Yeah, and also the fact that she clearly knows. Like, again, and that's another thing with that's... Alright, like last time we played this, I kind of blew up at the hint system and the idea of people defending it. And that wasn't and what that was, and where that little blow up came from is I stuck with Homestuck 2 for a while, so I have a fair amount of experience of arguing with people about why some, like, there are a lot of people who read Homestuck, well, Homestuck in general, Homestuck in general, and especially Homestuck 2. Homestucks have gotten really good at arguing for why something that's bad is actually good. And there's a little bit of that in Homestuck because some of the writing in Homestuck is intentionally and conventionally bad. Because, this is, a thing that Andrew Hussey does, is he tries to, break narrative rules, but, and then, make a point about how those rules aren't really all that important anyway. So, there is stuff that is intentionally bad writing, and it's but it's ironically bad, is the thing. And so, when I saw it, when I was complaining about how the hint system in this whole mini-game is a little iffy, I immediately heard in my mind, the counter-argument. No, it's actually brilliant. It's actually foreshadowing, Theseus knowing everything, and it's shut up, it's a bad puzzle. A bad puzzle is still a bad puzzle, even if there's, an air of irony to it. Just stop. Anyway, back to the game. The helpful hints, the winks and nudges to elbows in the right direction, your extensive notes on the case. Theseus, you know what's really going on, don't you? Wait, what? How'd you get my notes? We traded them for flashlight batteries? What the fuck's a flashlight? Not a flashlight. Nope. Not a flashlight. Nope. Nope. Not a flashlight. Wrong thing. Wrong word. Wrong word, Theseus. Whatever. Yeah, I know who did what and who was where. But if you have my notes, you can just read them, right? Actually, your handwriting is so bad we can't figure it out, but figure out what they say. Except for that one page with fan fiction on it. So what, you think I'll just go up and tell you who did it? Hell no. I'm running an experiment. I'm going to see it through to the end, without contaminating the results. Oh, this is unfair. But since you went through the trouble of sleuthing out my trial diary, I suppose I can tell you if you're on the right track. Present 2 pieces of evidence to me that proves someone committed a crime. And I'll tell you how right you are. Okay. Okay, well, I think... Let me just go through and read all these. Let's see. Secret diary. Coming to close. There's diary. So some words. One that might be familiar. It's impossible to decipher. These are impossible to decipher. It's like trying to read your doctor's prescription notes. Lodged in between the loose leaf, there's a page written in sparkly green ink and loopy letters. Reading the contents, you can definitely tell it's ripped from somebody's fanfiction journal. Internet history. Rep tape. Nail polish. HD magazine. Soldier Purby's book. That's right, river. Alright. Alright, the jade lockers. Alright, so I'm chat is hinting that's the nail polish and the diary. Ding ding ding, you got it. Yeah, because Yandere has been censoring things in her diary, which is a suspicious cover-up. Now for the tricky part. Who committed the crime? I actually do have a hunch on this one, because there is one character in particular who has been evading suspicion this whole time. Sminley, oh man, I missed an hour because of work. Don't worry, you didn't actually miss anything. The first hour of this stream was just me catching up back to the point where I was when I stopped last time. So yeah, Wanshi, and I remember thinking about this, and somebody in chat was screaming about someone in chat who had not played the game yet was screaming about the whole time yesterday that Wanshi has flown under the radar this whole trial, which is a sure sign that she is the guilty one. That is just standard Ace Attorney practice. It was Wanshi. Explain. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm really confident in my accusation, guys. I want to make sure everybody hears it. Can we start the trial up again? Hell yeah, we can. Go wreck some shit. Oh wow, we were just jumping right into it. I thought we'd have a chance to talk to people, but oh well. Oh, also, for those of you just tuning in, when I was replaying this game to get to the to fix up my save file. Hi, cat. When I was replaying the game to fix up my save file, I did take a look at the other set of horns that you can give Joey. Because, these are the corn horns, but you can also give her the cone horns. But I decided to keep the corn horns for just the sake of continuity. Although it would be a good way easy way to, mark that, this is a new save file. But anyway. Hi, everyone. Thanks for returning to court on such short notice. Oh, geez, they're all looking at me. I hope I can pull this off. This had better be good. That recess was 5 minutes max. I wonder if that dialogue... I bet that bit of dialogue is different if you actually go around and talk to everybody first before jumping into this. I'd like to call Wanshi back to the stand, please. Your wish is my command, Joe. Is there a problem, Miss Legislator? A big problem, Miss Wanshi. You see, I've discovered something unscrupulous. Oh dear, I hope none of my precious friends turn out to be guilty, Uwu. Look at that, she is so precious, of course she's guilty. Again, this is Ace Attorney logic 101 here. Regardless of whether or not you've played the Friend Sims and know or have any feelings about Wanshi, from those. Actually, that is one part of this game that actually might be easier to figure out. If you haven't played the Friend Sims, if you can just go on the stereotypes of how Ace Attorney games work. Your friends? Guilty? No. You're the guilty one, Wanshi. Me? But what have I done? You framed one of your fellow Jades is what you've done. What a ridiculous claim. This delicate sweetheart couldn't even frame a picture. Excuse me. This is a serious accusation, and I'm prepared to defend it. Wanchi stole Yandere diary, falsified the contents within, and presented it to the court to make Yandere look guilty. She wanted Yandere to be convicted. She wanted everyone to know Yandere hated Daria, and that Yandere wanted Daria to disappear. But Wanchi made it all up. Oh, please, you cannot possibly prove any of this. Yandere's journal is very clear on the matter. Don't you see? Wanchi altered Yandere's journal, and she was the only one who could do it. We know from the previous testimony that Jades didn't know Yandere even had a diary. Wanchi was the only person who knew about the existence of it, and also the only person who knew Yandere censored random words with nail polish. Which is super weird, but whatever. Well, it's better to use I would rather use nail polish than indigo troll blood like Gamzee, so she has that going for her. All of you were shocked when she presented it before the court, and Yandere treated it as a fact that random passages were blocked out with black polish. But Yandere also said that she didn't write everything presented in the passage you read, Stelsa. Which means some of it was made up. So all signs point to a frame job perpetrated by Wanchi. Okay. Snore. With all due respect, your accusation is wrong. I am not capable of hurting any of my beloved friends. Ooh. Censoring your own diary is basically weird. True, although like it's for a troll, I could easily picture, well, not even just for a troll, just in general, I could easily imagine someone being paranoid enough to censor their own diary. You know, it's like, I'm gonna write this down to get it off my chest. Nope. Don't want there to be any chance. This is admissible in court. No. I'm perfectly innocent. Objection! As much as a witness may try to deny her guilt, I have irrefutable proof of her crime. Theseus is loving this. Look at her. I have a sample of her handwriting. Is that from my Slow Burn Soldier Purbeast fanfic journal? If you compare the page I presented here to Yandere's diary, you can see the striking similarities in penmanship. The shoopy loops and the funny curly letters don't match up with the rest of the entries in the diary, but they do match up with Wanchi's own notebook page. Where'd you get that page? It was in Theseus' notes. Where did Theseus get that? Shh. Ooh. I guess you caught me. You're right, I wrote fake stuff in Yandere's diary and slathered some extra nail polish in to make it look like she wanted to shove diary off a train. Ooh. Sorry for lying, everyone. Wanchi, how could you? How dare you? You almost got me killed, bitch! You're admitting to it? Just like that? Well, yeah, I did it, after all. Ooh. I had enough fun. I might as well give up before anyone gets killed. Well... Gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Gotta know when to walk away. Know when to run. Wait, killed? I thought my plan was pretty clever. I'm surprised you found me out. Joey's like, wait, back up! This was a life or death matter? Since when? What? I'm like, how old is Joey? No, seriously, how old is Joey? Like, I forgot. It's like clearly she's older than 13, I think. But, like, Joey's 14. I'm 14 years old! This wasn't supposed to be a life or death situation. I thought my plan was pretty clever. I'm surprised you found me out. Wanchi, you're in for a thorough scolding once we return home. You will experience 1. Limited access to the Soldier Per Beast books in our library. 2. No desserts for a perigee. For a perigee. 3. A very long time out. Ooh. And confiscate her H2D March 2. Now that's just too far. She almost got somebody killed! Are you kidding? She tried to call me! Ugh, wait. What is even happening here? Just some dull interpersonal drama. I'm getting fucking sleepy with all this plagiarism shit, y'all. Shiz, y'all. Yeah, I gotta say this is a pretty dumb conclusion. I thought the climax would be way more exciting. Conclusion? But we still don't know who stole the book. No, wait, Joey, please don't go and try and argue. Nevertheless, I believe my experiment has run its course. Particularly if his honorable tyranny and most of the court wants to tune out before anyone gets culled. Should we call it a day, honorable tyranny? Yeah, we donezo. What's the formal jargon for a closing ceremony? How about we call it, a mistrial? Mistrial call, let's get out of here. Nice. What do you mean by mistrial? There are no hemofluids spilled. How am I supposed to be satisfied by this? Babe, if you need... Oh! Ooh! Oh! Yeah! God. I literally did call this, like, yesterday, too. It's like, at some point I was just like, oh man, they are going to fuck so hard after this trial. You can just tell. It's like... Babe, if you need satisfaction, I can provide plenty of that later. Oh, dear. Well, can't argue with that, I suppose. Fucking yuck. What are you guys talking about? Oh. Ugh. What are you guys talking about? Gosh, what a wild ride with an anticlimactic ending. I feel like we all learned something important today. Wanchi has lived with the other Jades and is also reading Soldier Per Beasts. Her mind is less innocent than Joey's. That is true. I can't tangibly define what said lesson is, but I'm sure it's critical to our personal development in some way. Don't stress, Stells. I'll teach you everything you need to know with the longest, hardest lecture you've ever received. Oh my god. In front of the other passengers, why Zizi, you're giving me the case of the vapors. Wow, I wish I got convicted so I didn't have to listen to this shit. Shush, Daria, you don't wish that at all. I'm certain you are as glad as I am that everything worked out impossibly well. Now we can be a happy, compliant, complacent cloister once again. Friends forever. Best of fucking friends. Literally cull me. This is the worst possible outcome. Oh, shut up. I got all of you out. I spent 2 hours reloading this save file to get all of you fuckers out of here alive. You just show some gratitude. Seconded. You know what? Same. Thanks all for participating in my test trial, and a special hats off to His Honorable Tyranny for running the ring. Yeah, LMAO. Sucks no one got guiltied. KK, later my buddies. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the memories, even if they weren't so good. As for you, my little peppercorn, I'll see you later. Alright. Best possible scenario. Achievement unlocked. Whew. Yay! Alright, let's talk to everybody, leave the train, and call that an episode. There's no reason for us to ever have another conversation. Alright. What a colossal waste of fucking time. Hey, Lanera. What do you want? Do you want me to thank you? No, I guess a thank you would be nice, because that's just being polite, but I know that wasn't fun for anyone. Are you okay? Not that it's any of your business, but no. How am I supposed to go back to the caverns after learning how much all of my friends hate me? Lanera, you already knew we hate you. Ow. Ouch. You complain about it literally all the time. Incredible how sweeps of backstabbing and lies can sour a relationship. I hate all of you too. Ay, ay, ay. Get thee to a space nunnery? Munchie, why did you do it? Gosh, what an unfair question. Ooh. But the answer is simple, really. You try living with that bitch 26 hours a day. I mean... Platonic hatred, yes indeed. This is the difference between black rum and platonic hate. This is just straight up platonic hate. Whew, wow, do you feel that? Here, put your hand on my chest. That's my pusher. I don't know if it's ever going to go back down to normal. Don't talk to me. I must retreat to lick my wounds, and it's profane for you to gloat over me while I do so. That was quite enough excitement for the entire vacation, I think. Oh, Theseus, what will I do with you? Whew, that was stressful. I can't wait to leave the planet and spend the rest of my life in a library where I will never talk to another troll unless they're in the other side of an interrogation chamber. I'm very happy for you. It was quite the show. There could be something to this radical theory of hers. Besides, for the free-to-attend aspect, I personally would have charged for the whole... Besides for the whole free-to-attend aspect, I personally would have charged for the whole performance. Are you kidding? The Justice isn't some silly theater production. It's for the people. And the people demand entertainment, yes? Otherwise, what's the point of making the entire spectacle public? It's hypocritical to run a circus and then forbid the audience from buying popcorn. It's an interesting expression. And Theseus, my lady, my girl. You really knew everything, huh? Like, the whole time? Yeah? You knew once you tried to flame Lanera? That Daria didn't do it? That Tagiria was a total moron who tried to make himself out to be a thief for some reason? Yep. And I bet you know who really stole the book from the locker. Mm-hmm. Care to tell us who? No. Someone who deftly sidesteps the legal system like that deserves the utmost respect, and I won't out them. They drove you all like a herd of wool beasts. It was rad. That's pretty corrupt behavior for a lawyer. For all your talk about truth and justice and stuff, why are you protecting a liar? Because the liar isn't necessarily the one that needs to be punished. The point of the law is not solely to punish the wicked, but rather to keep the tenuous balance of order in society. And with a mistrial, the order was indeed kept. There was no chaos, no fighting, no hurt feelings. But if I revealed the thief, it'd be an entirely different stickball game. If the thief were somebody's friend, if they were a cornerstone of the community, and if they were declared guilty, it'd be sheer fucking chaos. Yeah, but you're not actually presenting the truth then. It's pretty sketchy. Nothing about the mistrial was a lie. You presented the truth, and only the truth. I made sure of it. There were multiple truths dueling in your case, and the one that maintained the most order rose to the top. And thus my experiment was a smashing success. If I can recreate this scenario over and over again, maintaining order, allowing each cast to work out their issues through court dramatics, even out the playing field for all hemocasts, forgetting about this guilty until proven innocent garbage. I think that'd be pretty revolutionary, don't you? Thanks for gifting me a veritable boatload of evidence for my law theory, by the way. I'm totally gonna ace my senior sweep legislator thesis now. You're welcome. I don't think I understand how your thesis is a good thing. It's so cool. I never could have imagined in a million sweeps that the court could maintain order and solve problems. I guess on this screwed up planet it is a pretty crazy idea. That is the thing, is that, like, Terezi is talking about, like, a form of corruption, but her form of corruption is still better than the corrupt system that they've got right now. So, you know, baby steps. Baby steps. Maybe you could make things better for everyone. I'm glad we could help you in that case. Even though you jerked us around for your stupid experiment. I gotta do what I gotta do. Good luck changing the world, Theseus. I'll try my damnedest. Alright, and as we make our way into the blue car, we are going to call that a video. Yay! We are finally through the trial. We spent 3 days on that trial. We spent 3 days doing that. like I got to the trial on the first day of playing Hiveswap. We did it. We spent the entire second day doing it, and then now here we are on day 3, finally moving on to the blue and indigo car. So that is great. That is all very good. And that's the end of that trial. Yeah, it makes me think it could have been... Yeah, Bronia stealing the thing from the locker was always my clue, because remember, like, people in chat are trying to guess who did steal the book out of the locker, and I still think it was Bronia, because remember, like, we found the book in the bathroom, but, like, the torn-out pages were in Bronia's locker. So, and, like, the trial never really let me bring that up. Because, and now, in hindsight, we never got to bring that up because Theseus was steering us away from that point. Which I think is, like, and that, which is kind of like a thing, is that, like, because if this was all scripted, we couldn't, like, follow the evidence the way that I would have wanted. Like, if this were a more open game, I would have likely pointed that out and accidentally outed Bronia. Anyway, so yeah, that's my theory, is that Bronia is guilty of that, but, you know, it is what it is. So, with that, we are going to pause the video right here. I'm going to get a fresh thing of water, get my cat some attention, because he's staring at me forlornly, waiting for me to pet him, and then we will continue on with our adventure up this train. See ya.